Welcome everyone. Hello. Namaste. Come into your practice. My name is Mickey. I'm so honored to be sharing this time with you. And today I have a wonderful 15-minute sculpt class. I have designed this specifically to energize our body and provide that sustained high throughout the rest of the day. So let's get started. All you need for today's practice, some comfortable clothes, your best of intentions, a little bit of water, a mat, and I do suggest some handheld weights. Today I have some 3 pounds. Maybe you're feeling a little intimidated, you can drop it down. Anything here is good. Just that little bit of resistance, which we will get through our isometric holds. Either way, grab those weights and join me in a comfortable seated position. Begin your practice with your hands at your heart. Let's start to settle into our space. Drop your gaze down. Let your body begin to settle into this present moment. Notice your energy now. And just take a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through your open mouth. Take another deep breath and start to lengthen your spine. As you exhale, open the mouth side out. Release your hands by your sides. We're going to start to circle the arms up, back, and around. You might feel a little bit of lifting through the chest and opening through the collarbones. Now, you're welcome to start to open your gaze. Take a look around the room, maybe over the right shoulder, the left shoulder. Start to inflate the lungs. Get really big and bold with your movements. Maybe even cat-cowing the spine a little bit here. Opening to the right wall, the left wall. And we'll start to bring our movements back towards center. Lining up our body again over that central column of Sushumna energy that just shoots up and radiates through our spine. So we're going to start to enliven that energy. I want you to bring a hand to your belly now, and we'll practice a little bit of fire breathing of this Kapalabhati pranayama, which helps to stimulate our solar plexus, get our digestive juices going, and give us that natural, powerful high. So the way that we do this Kapalabhati is through our forceful and controlled exhales. We actually pump the diaphragm by pulling our belly in and pushing the air out of our lungs forcefully for a few rounds. And this can help to oxygenate our body, release CO2, and just get us really alive and awake. So you might have this tingly feeling, or you might have this sort of clearing of your headspace. If you feel dizzy or uncomfortable at any time, just come back to your natural breathing. Join us when you can. So it's going to look and sound a little bit like this. If you're ready to join me now, reach your arms out away from your sides. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Reach your hands up, and as you exhale, hands come through heart. Let one or both hands find the navel. We're going to take another deep breath and begin. Pump the diaphragm rhythmically, pulling belly button in towards spine, and then releasing naturally, just little puffs of air. 5 more. Deep breath in, fill the lungs up to the very top. Sip in 2 more breaths. And a full exhale, release. Notice that sweet, calm energy. We're going to come forward onto our hands and knees, bringing that intention for class with us. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Find your tabletop here. Begin to rotate the spine, warming up those joints, circling around the wrists. Maybe even rolling the ankles here, or shifting your weight back over your heels. We'll take 3 deep breaths, just getting comfortable in our skin today. Getting some movement to those tight spaces. Wake up, inhale, come into your cat back, rounding up, curling your tailbone in, curling your chin to chest, and creating an active pushing here as we push air out of our lungs. And then a deep exhale, open the belly, drop it down, push the heart through the hands. Lift your gaze up, 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 and try to roll the shoulder blades back and down. Good, 2 more times. Inhale, press, press, press. And on your exhale, rolling down, getting really comfortable with that smooth glide of the breath. Plant your hands nice and firm, tuck your toes here, come to your tabletop breath. Gentle tuck of the tailbone, belly button to spine. Inhale, hover the knees, engage that core. Readjust so the hands are right under shoulders. Little half push-ups. Don't bend your elbows here, just moving the scapula, pumping the shoulder blades, engaging that middle back. 5, 4, 3, tight core, 2, and 1. Lift hips, find your downward dog. Bend the knees here graciously. Wiggle out those hips, pedal out the feet, and we'll hold here for 5 rounds of that deep, mindful breathing. Now it's time, 2 more breaths. Start thinking about how you want to make your way to forward folds. Next breath, look at the hands. Start to walk up through. Coming into forward fold, let your head dangle here, bend the knees, and then sway side to side. Massage those hamstrings. Release the low back by just draping over the thighs. Let gravity do some of the work here. Cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, come up halfway, flat back. Dig the heels into the mat, lengthen that spine. Inhale again, lengthen more. Exhale, lower down. Scroll to standing like a rag doll. Let the head come up last. At the top, inhale, circle sweep hands up and then through heart. Welcome to your practice. Let's continue to build on this intensity, on this model of movement with breath. This is how we enhance our yoga practice, how we really come to the center of not just our physical body, but our energetic aura. What are we wanting to present to the world? What is that energy that we exude on a daily basis? Can we come back to that good, juicy feeling? Or are we searching for that? Are we struggling with that? So our yoga practice is a way to realign, to cleanse and clear our energy centers so our body is more capable and healthy and whole. So let's find that standing mountain pose. Bring your feet under hips, stack your hips over your heels. Take a deep inhale, feel the lifting through the front line of your body, lengthening through the collarbones. And as you exhale, that gentle softening to the back body. And this pose literally speaks to the strength and steadiness of our physical form. This structure and density that helps to regulate our needs, regulate our rhythms, that flow of life. Open the palms to the front of the room, pull the hands back, squeeze that shoulder blade along the spine. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, sit back, find chair. Wiggle the toes, gaze down, you should be able to see all 10 toes. Exhale, arms along the side, 3, 2, 1, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, right leg back, low lunge, ground the back knee. Inhale, lengthen to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, open up the chest, lift it, arch the back, lengthen. And then exhale, ground through the hips and heels. Squeeze into the earth. Grow tall through your spine. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, hands to earth, glide back, half Hanuman. Foot can be flat here, or you can come up on the heel, whatever feels better for you. If your hamstrings are a little tighter, maybe rocking back over the heel and getting that deep IT band stretch. Or maybe you have a little more tenderness in your shin in your calf, you can keep your foot planted. Let the spine lengthen, let the breath draw a little deeper, and sit back into the hips. Try to align the hips, find that line of energy coursing through our body. Inhale, shift forward, press into that front heel, glide in, open the IT band, right arm to the sky, lift up towards the fingers, look tall, lengthen. Exhale, hands to earth. Inhale, step through, forward folds. Release the head down, pedal out the legs. Do you notice a difference here? As we begin to warm our body, we begin to lengthen and lubricate our muscles. This feels so good. This is why we move, for this feeling. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale through chair. Hips go back and down. Hands come up to engage the back body. Good. How are we feeling? We're going to hold it here for 2 more breaths. Crazy, we haven't even picked up our weights yet. This is so good. Inhale, rise. Hands come through hearts. You're going to gently shake it out and just see how this practice is landing. How is that intensity for you? Maybe you want to add a little more oomph to this, create a little more tapas or heat in the body. This fire element has the ability to transform what no longer serves us into fuel for our higher purpose. So let's find that mountain pose, that steadfast, soft gaze, as we begin to soften our body to this experience. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair as you come up through that halfway lift. Exhale, sit the hips down. Find it. Go a little deeper. 3, 2, 1. Release down. Extend the left leg back, ground the heel. Inhale, sweep and reach. Exhale, anchor through the hips and heels. Get really heavy, get really firm through that foundation. Then drop the elbows back and down. Maybe roll the shoulders back to find that sweet spot along the spine. Inhale, arch the spine, lift up from your foundation. And then exhale, come back to your center line. Release the hands down, send the hips back for that nice hamstring stretch. As you lower your head down, just feel that pulling through the hamstrings. Start to soften the low back. You are in control of this experience. Yoga is your practice. No one is doing this to you. No one is doing this for you. This is all about your experience. How deep do you want to go? Inhale, glide forward. Anchor that front heel. Shift your weight into the top of your mat. Open up that IT band and then maybe send the left arm high for a side stretch. Getting a little deeper into the hips, opening that front line. Come back to center. Release hands to the mat. We're coming through a chaturanga flow here, so step back, find plank. You're welcome to come to your knees, but I challenge you to stay high, hold it tight. 3, 2, 1. Lower through chaturanga, chest first, then belly touches. Inhale, cobra back bend. Exhale, finding downward dog. Pedal out the heels, shake the head and neck. Let's get comfortable in this posture. 5 breaths, 5 rounds. A chance to really dive deeper into how this posture can serve us off the mat. Do you feel that strength through the upper body, that lifting and lengthening? Do you feel that rooting and grounding through the back line as your hamstrings and heels start to drop in? Do you feel that awareness, that mind's eye sensation of how our energy moves? These are all tools for you to take or leave because you know your body best. Let's get ready to rise. Look to the top of your mat. Step through forward folds. Coming up through chair, big inhale, sit the hips back on that exhale. 3, 2, 1, slowly rise. Hands come through heart. And then we're gonna come to grab our weights. Now is the fun part. So I want you to start with your weights on either side of the front of your mat, just so that they're handy as we come through our chaturanga. So we're gonna come back to our standing mountain pose. And as you can tell, I am already feeling the amazing effects of this practice. I'm a little winded, I'm sticking with it, guys. Let's move and flow together. Standing mountain, inhale, lengthen, exhale, find that fold. Inhale halfway, exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. We're gonna stay here for a little while, coming onto the toes, maybe shifting the weight forward, engaging that lower belly. And then we're gonna grab our right dumbbell with our left hand and move it across. And then we're gonna switch, we're gonna grab the other dumbbell with a right hand and switch it across. And we're gonna do that about 5 or 6 times on either side. So let's do it. Across. If you need to come to your knees, just keep that strong core. Lengthen the spine. You got it. 2 more. And 1. Get ready for your chaturanga. Knees together, elbows along the side. Drop it down. And then 6 cobras here, hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift and arch. Push into the mat. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthen. 5 more times. Tuck your toes. Push back to child's pose. Take a breather. Get ready for your downward dog. In 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips. And we're going to come right into some mountain climbers, yogi style. So inhale the right leg high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale high. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more. 2. And 1. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Shoot back to plank. Nice. Inhale, find your down dog. On the left side, take it high. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3, 2. Really working that middle core. Hold, hold, hold. Low in the abs. 3, 2, 1. Shoot back to plank. Nice. Take it through your chaturanga flow. Challenge yourself here to control that posture. Back to child's pose. Resting now for 3 breaths. Sink into your happy place. Give yourself some kudos for being here today. We got more to do. On an inhale, rise through downward dog. Look to the hands, step through, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, scroll to standing. Nice. You're going to want your dumbbells. We're going to come to a high lunge on the right side. Step your right leg back. Nice. We're going to do a couple of lunges here. So that back right leg, you're going to send the knee straight down to the earth. This is so good for our balance and the strength of our lower body to support our movements. So feeling almost from the ground up, that sense of inner thighs engaging to support glutes and hamstrings. And then we're going to add in a bicep curl to shoulder press. So as you go down, you're going to bring the dumbbells up, press, and down. This takes such a strong core, so you can always go a little bit slower here. 3, 2, last 1. Good, step it through. Now we're going to do some standing bicycles. Both hands stay nice and high. Right elbow to left knee, crossing the body, and then switching. Nice. Nice gentle pressure on the weights. You don't want to have a death grip. You want to just stay soft and supple through your muscles. Like even as we're getting stronger, we're actually getting better. We're getting more graceful, more engaged, more lean and beautiful. Hell yeah. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Take it through a big forward fold. You're gonna drop your weights down. Inhale halfway. Nice. Pick up your weights as you come to the other side. Left leg back. Good. Find your balance here, maybe adjusting the feet as you need to. When you feel comfortable, add in your curl to press. Curl, press. Find your own rhythm. It should feel good in your body. This is your inner space. You're doing your thing, working out, getting your sweat on. This should feel good. And hard, right? We want to push ourselves. 3, 2, last 1 here. Oh, good. Take a step forward. Nice. Shake it out. And then those high bicycles. Alternate sides. Think how slender, how beautiful and chiseled our arms are gonna be, our upper back, our waistline. Do you even feel this in your waistline? Are you even doing this right? Come on, knees higher. Add in that big twist. Come across the body. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We are not done yet. Chaturanga flow coming right up. Have your weights to the top of your mat here. Inhale, reach, fold, back through plank. Find that nice flow. Downward dog is next. Inhale the right leg high. Bend your knee, open the hip, 3-legged dog. Ground through the heel of the hand and then relax your neck as you exhale. Bring both feet together. Switch sides, right leg comes down, left leg goes up. Opening that knee, stacking the hips. Release, feet together. Come to plank and then drop to your knees. We're gonna turn over onto our back. Now is some time to do a little more legs. A little more legs and core and chest. So rolling onto the back. You're gonna bring your weights up over your chest. Feet planted, core engages now. Chest press with the elbows coming out away from your sides. Even if you have a light weight, I want you to really control this motion. Make it more difficult, slow it down. Start to feel into each muscle fiber being pulled, being tested. Challenge yourself right now. Good, we're gonna add another layer. Keep your core nice and strong. Bring your legs off the ground. Little flutter kicks, alternating sides. This is coordination. Building that neuromuscular communication as we cross alternating sides. This is so powerful, so strong. Three more, because you can do anything you put your mind to. And last one. Good, feet come down, weights come to the top of the thighs. You're gonna anchor in through the heels. Then find that upper middle back. Rest your arms, rest your neck on the mat. Inhale, press into those weights. Lift the hips, bridge it out, babes. And then we're gonna do some reps here, about 12 to 15. Try to keep the spine long the whole time. So coming down in the same position, in that same flat back, right? Not rolling along the vertebra, but actually maintaining our structure, our shape. Is that even counting? Heck no, we're just waiting for the burn. Let's go. All right, 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, I'm not done with you yet. We're gonna come into our supine or laying down tabletop. So knees up, hands up. You're gonna raise your shoulders off the mat and you're gonna feed your weight behind your right leg and then like a figure 8 behind your left leg. And this is going to force you to do a little bit of a bicycle, but it's so fluid that you get sort of like a rippling effect through both sides of your core. So I wonder if you can feel that now. You kind of have to lean back, let your neck relax, and focus more on engaging through those lower sides of your waist. 3, 2, and 1. Good. From here, we're going to do about 6 nice big sit-ups, legs long, arms long. You're going to inhale, lift your arms and your legs. Legs do not come all the way down to the ground, right? That makes it really challenging. And we lose structure. So this is a good example of pushing yourself within your boundaries. Setting a parameter so that you can safely explore what your body is capable of without the risk of injury, overexertion, or unnecessary trauma. There we go, last 2 and 1. And then we're gonna come up, switch on over, come back to seated. And now's a really fun time to kind of open up a little bit in some static stretching. It's a good way to end a quick workout because we don't have time to really hit everything, but we want to hit what's important, and that cool down is super important. So as you start to finish up your last few reps, maybe the burning in the core is going away, but you're still catching your breath. Now is that sweet spot where we still have heat in our body, which means that our muscles are luscious and lubricated, so they benefit from stretching and actually can hold their length and shape a little bit longer. So we're going to come into a half pigeon with our front leg bent at a 90 degree and our back leg bent at a 90 degree. And we're going to kind of rock and roll the hips so that we can sit down with our hands kind of in line with that front knee and front ankle. And this is a really nice way to get into the hips, even if you are very tight. This can be uncomfortable, but it's accessible for a lot of people. We don't have props with us today, but if you're struggling with this, please look into props, blocks, pillows, blankets, anything that's going to help make you feel more comfortable. So hands right at that knee and ankle of the front leg, and you're going to lean forward. We're really focusing on the stretch of this front hip, that outer hip connected to the IT band, the piriformis. We're really dropping in as far as you can comfortably maintain your breath. If you start to lose connection to your breathing, this might be a sign that your body is focusing on how tight it feels or how uncomfortable and tense you are. So feel free to back off, because the goal here is to maintain connection to breath and body. So listening now. Start to come back up when you're ready. We'll do a little twist. Right hand comes behind, left hand comes up and back. It's a nice spiraling motion of our spine. And then we'll switch sides, bring that 90-degree bend. This time the left leg is in front. And then hinge forward, maybe coming onto elbows, dropping in. This sets us up for a pigeon. So if you're feeling adventurous, you could try shooting that leg back into pigeon. This is a really cool transition to make when you're ready. Pigeon is such a juicy stretch. Oh my gosh. So many good things being shifted and eliminated as needed. Breathe it out. Let's rise. Good. Left hand back, spiral the spine. And then bring everything back to center. Come back to seated. Wherever you're at, bringing hands to hearts in our gesture of offering and gratitude, just honoring that our practice, although it may look different from everyone else's, it is so uniquely individual. Just remembering that our practice, bringing hands to heart in our gesture of offering, just honoring internally that connection to our practice. May each of you have a beautiful and blessed rest of your day. And may you choose to share this with someone who could benefit from the practice as well. From my heart to yours, namaste, yogis.